Well, welcome to day 18. You can see I am not in North Carolina anymore. Today we are talking about keep circling. Keep circling. What a great chapter. I love how it says, if your cause is ordained by God, then the battle belongs to the Lord. It is His victory to win, not your victory, because sometimes God shows up, sometimes He shows off. If you pray through, you can see a breakthrough. I love that. The backdrop of this chapter is kind of what happens when you feel like you're up against the impossible. Well, you keep going. That's what you do. You keep going. You don't lose heart. You don't lose hope. You don't lose faith. You don't lose patience. You keep circling. Because there are times and seasons in our life when things feel hopeless, when it feels like it doesn't matter what we do, we're not going to get anywhere. Every door seems to be closed. But it's in those moments that we have to press through. It's in those moments we have to trust that sometimes we are being taken through something to be taken to something. This happened for me in the restaurant business. If you think about pre-COVID, I've talked a little bit about this so far on this journey, but pre-COVID, I thought I'm going to have not only one restaurant, but I want to do 2 restaurants or 3 restaurants. I felt like God was leading me in that direction. Here comes the pandemic, restaurant business tougher than ever before. My restaurant was 2 hours away from my house. I had a team. I lost the team overnight. I was driving up there every day, open to close. And I thought, God, did I hear you wrong? I was praying that change would happen. I was praying that some breakthrough would happen so I didn't have to continue to do what I was doing. And it did. And it did better than I could have ever expected, but also, here, don't miss this, different than I could have ever expected. And that's the point of praying through. We got to trust God that wherever He is taking us, in these situations that seem impossible, is right where we need to be. But you can't stop short of it. It's kind of the point of this chapter. Don't stop short. Mark Batterson goes into counterfactual theory. This might have been, when I first read this book, really the first time I'd heard of counterfactual theory. That's the asking what if question. What if something would have happened? How would history have been different? He says, what if the Israelites had stopped circling Jericho on day 6? Or Elijah had quit praying for rain after his 6th request? Or what if Naaman had only dipped in the river 6 times? What would have happened? Well, they would have foregone the miracle, is what would have happened. But that's why we have to keep going. That's why you got to circle 7 times, dip 7 times. You got to pray 7 times. Now, that was from those examples. I think you push through as long as it takes. Because one thing, it was in the last chapter, it says God is never early. God is never late. God is always right on time. So whatever He's asking you to do, you've got to press through. So my question today is, have you felt like giving up lately? Has that occurred to you? Like, is there an end in sight? Is this worth it? Can I keep doing it? No matter what that is that you're praying for right now. Have you felt that feeling of giving up lately? I'm going to encourage you to keep moving forward. Keep pressing through, because as it says at the end of this chapter, if you don't get out of the boat, you'll never walk on water. But, as we saw in the life of Peter, that takes trust. So keep trusting and keep praying through. I'll see you tomorrow.